What's going on, y'all? This is Cruz with Cruise Control Radio.
And Swayze the Kid.
And listen, today we got to interview this motherfucker. Look like he just left the gym, got the arms out and all that. We got my man's Bradley in the building. What's going on, man?
It's good, man. It's good.
And man, we just out here with cicadas. I don't know if they can hear this because every time motherfucker flying in my face, bro, it's crazy out here.
I was riding on the interstate the other day with my window down, and one flew and hit my window right there and exploded all over my face.
Oh no!
For real?
I swear to God.
That's crazy.
Exploding over your face
is crazy.
Right there by my seatbelt. Guts everywhere.
That's wild.
That's a way to be introduced to him.
Welcome to
That's
Tennessee.
crazy. So are you from Tennessee?
No, I'm from Montgomery,
Is that in
Alabama.
Oh, Alabama. Okay.
The Gump, man.
You don't know nothing about the South,
Yeah,
man.
I'm from
I'm gonna have to
Pennsylvania.
help you.
I'm from Pennsylvania.
Okay. I've been up there. I've been to Philly.
Okay.
I did a project and I stayed in Fishtown.
Okay, dope. I'm from Allentown. It's like an hour from Philly.
Okay, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I was all up there. Westchester.
Yeah,
of
Westchester.
Prussia.
Dope.
Yeah,
My
man.
homie got a shop in King of Prussia called Big Bank.
Damn.
So that's, yeah, it's
Next time I
fire.
go, I'm gonna have to shop.
Nah, for sure. He's fire. So what's going on, man? What's going on with you? You got a project out right now. You got
I got a music video that I just dropped called "Lie to Me." Produced, engineered by Low Key Quinn.
okay.
Mastered by Colin Singh.
Mm-hmm.
It's going pretty good. We got a couple things going out right now. It just got put on a couple of different platforms, and it's gonna get pushed in a couple of weeks. So yeah.
Fire. So you said you're from Montgomery, Alabama.
Yeah, man. Born and raised.
What brought you to Nashville?
Man, so all right, so in Alabama, right, I went to this school that was like right in between Birmingham and Atlanta.
Yeah.
So I was traveling to Atlanta a lot to do music.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point I just had to choose between like music and school. So I chose music, obviously. And it's been turning out well. So when I went to Atlanta, when I got there, I joined GrammyU. It's like the recording academy.
Yeah, I joined that in college as well. I know you're talking about. Yep.
So you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
But you know how you got to like assign with a chapter?
Yeah. Chris, my department chair did it for me. So honestly, I ain't even. You might have to put me on because she just like I put you in this organization. I was like, okay.
It's a good organization to be in.
Yeah, for sure.
I done met people. I done met Billie Eilish,
Wow.
her,
Dude, Billie Eilish got big titties in person.
bro.
Huge. I know they gotta be.
Let me tell you, okay?
Them
So I'm a
hiding.
huge fan of Billie Eilish. Like,
Sheesh.
so when I met her, it was more of like a family thing. Like I met her mom, her brother Phineas.
Oh, okay. So you wasn't even looking
Everything.
at the
It's
titties.
like, right.
Trying not to.
Trying.
Let's be real.
She's a beautiful person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful person.
That's wild.
No, that's dope. So yeah, that's an intimate like meeting though. Like
Yeah, no,
with her
it was-
parents there.
Yeah, no, it was like a little powwow. We were in a circle. Everybody was laughing. I see where she definitely got a personality from.
That's dope.
Like, were you just like linking up on some personal shit or?
Nah, so she had a concert in Atlanta with Denzel Curry. Also, he was there too. And
Dope.
like with GrammyU, we just sort of have to meet him.
Oh, stuff like that. See, I didn't get to see. I wish I would have actually embraced it more. Like, she signed me up, and I ain't gonna lie, I really didn't dive into it as much. And I think it was kind of newer at that time. Like, that was in like 2014, 15.
Yeah.
So it was just like the biggest perk was going to the Grammys, but I didn't get to do that. But yeah,
So
I didn't get to do the Grammy thing.
yeah.
So GrammyU, can you run us through what GrammyU is done for your career or what it has or doing right now?
Yeah, man. So going back to your question, how I got to Nashville.
Yeah.
So when I was doing GrammyU in Atlanta, I was meeting a lot of artists, but the type of artists that I was working with were mainly like working out of Nashville. So I had to sort of choose at the moment to stay in Atlanta or go to Nashville. And so I chose Nashville just because it was a bigger city. Half of my family's from Montgomery, the other half is from Atlanta.
Dope. Okay.
So I grew up there. And like going to Nashville, man, like moving here and just everything that I've learned from GrammyU or the Recording Academy or, you know, just being a member of BMI or just anything like that. Shoot, man, like I wouldn't change it for the world. It's definitely helped me do a lot, like meet a lot of cool people, write amazing songs, like just all types, man.
That's dope. Yeah. And you see this crazy. Like we're talking about Nashville, like how Nashville is becoming the hot spot for music.
It is.
You see a motherfucker he would rather be in Nashville than Atlanta. That's what he said.
Yeah, but I've been saying this since I was in college. Like I knew, I ain't gonna lie, I knew. I've been trying to school him. He's newer here. You know what I'm saying? This is my second home. You know what I'm saying?
I be trying to do my thing.
But yeah, I've been telling, that's Indianapolis. I be trying to tell them the same thing, bro. It's up. Nashville's up.
Nashville is it. I was just thinking, like, man, honestly, I wanted to move to LA, but everybody's moving from LA here
to here.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's where I went after college. Event like the Valley.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's expensive. Just gotta work a lot. So I didn't even get to really, but it's
expensive.
Expensive.
Hell yeah.
They said that's the best place to be homeless.
Yeah. No, seriously. Yeah. Santa Monica got like a statue like praising homelessness.
Yeah.
For real?
No. It's like literally like ranked as like the nicest place for like.
Yeah.
That's what I see. I'm like,
I mean, would you rather be? You ain't gonna. It don't rain. Like really at all.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's just like
it's not bad.
Just
if it rains, it's like 20 minutes. It's like sleet. It's not even rain, and then it's back sunny.
So I'm not gonna lie. How long you been doing? Before I ask this question, how long you been doing music?
Man, honestly, so when I was younger, I had a couple of cousins that were signed, but they were gospel singers. But I used to help them write. So it's when I learned how to write.
Okay. So have you been on like tour yet, or have you like been on like back-to-back shows?
I've been on a small tour in Alabama. Like I've opened up for like a lot of people. Like I opened up for Dolph, R.I.P. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, R.I.P.
Man, that was a tough one.
Yeah.
That was a tough one. That one kind of threw me off. But yeah, like I opened up for Money Man. I opened up for Dolph. Basically, anybody who's been through Alabama, I done probably opened up for.
You was the guy out there, like, yo, when the promoters is like, get him on.
Yeah. Like I kind of took over my city, and then from Montgomery, like there was this artist way back. He also died, named Dobie.
Okay. Oh, Dobie, yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's real close to Dobie. Like his uncle, auntie stay like 3 houses down from my dad.
True.
My dad knew his family.
Yeah, that was another one. Like he was a sleeper for me. Like I kind of kept him. I didn't even tell people I listened to him. Like one of them, you keep close. Yeah, the tuck. But yeah, that's crazy though. That's like I ain't gonna lie. That's crazy.
I'm telling you, like that man. He was a poet. Like when he would tell his story, he wouldn't just rap. He would like tell a story, and it would just happen to rhyme.
Yeah.
You know what
just
I mean?
Talking to you.
Yeah.
Talking to you, man. I still listen to this shit right now, and this years ago, and I still learn from his shit when I listen to it.
Yeah. Was he connected to T.I.?
Yeah, so he signed with Hustle Gang.
Okay,
He signed with Hustle Gang.
It's been a while, but
he did it.
Oh yeah, he was about to be up. Yeah.
He was on BT,
but he was like that next. But like he was like
right there, like with that button.
It was like he was about to be like the I would say like the Drake of Grand Hustle.
Yeah,
like he was like how Drake took Young Money and
he actually
solidified
did a song with Birdman
and
and all of Grand Hustle. They like christened him in. It was like B.O.B., Young Dro,
like
all of them.
Like he was about to take them all to the next level.
What did he pass on some like because
on some hating?
And it's like, why is this happening in hip hop? Because in country, these
right,
they don't got a problem with another doing something. It's like, yo, you doing right.
And if they do, but sometimes like they do, but they like corporatize it. They make it. The country do be having this beef. They
don't kill you, but they kill you.
It's like they make it like a thing, entertainment.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's gonna actually be like you don't have to worry about anything happening. The guy who killed him was in his music video.
Was in the music video?
Yeah,
it'd be like that. It's crazy.
Yeah. That was like with Nipsey.
R.I.P. Man.
Yeah,
it'd be too close.
It's wild. So I asked you how long you been doing music because I just wanted to know, like, when you out there doing these shows and like, it's a lot of hoes out there.
It is.
Not gonna lie to you.
It ain't no lie.
So when you out there and you like, yo, like, am I gonna like take this rap shit serious or is like these hoes are just fun? Like,
I mean, like for me, coming from Montgomery, man, and I definitely feel like a lot of artists from Alabama are like this. Like for me, music is more therapeutic than it is like actually for everyone else. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like it's for me, it's more for me to get stuff off of my chest, for me to like it's like a diary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like if I'm feeling an emotion or I'm feeling a way, it just comes out. And then when I'm performing and I see other people resonate with it, it's like, man, I don't know. It's just like a satisfaction that you can't really get from anything else.
Yeah.
And so like when I see girls or whatever, when they fuck with it, it's like that be enough for me.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You're more so trying to connect than to get in the draws. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel it. Yeah, you want to talk to him. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
Yeah,
Talk to you.
You want to talk to you for me? You know what I'm saying? Tevin Campbell.
How your mama?
You know what I'm saying? Can we talk for a second?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? What's your name? What's your sign?
You know what I'm saying?
I feel it.
And I ask that because a lot of people get lost in this shit off the attention and shit like that. Like, because motherfuckers ain't really never had attention.
They never had attention.
So once you get that attention, it's like you just taking anything that coming at you.
Whatever, like, it's shit, man. I mean, honestly, that's not just an artist thing. That's a people thing.
That's a fact.
Like when people start, like when they had that little switch over where they start feeling themselves and people start validating.
I'm an influencer.
Hey, I'm famous now.
I'm famous now. Yeah. Where's my brand deal? Like, oh God.
So it's like, I mean, luckily, like, man, I don't know, like growing up, you know, it was always the shawties was there. My dad also, man, my dad's like an OG pimp.
Oh, that's lit.
Yeah. But he's
like, I told you, we gotta keep it alive secretly. We gotta keep it alive.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like the role was kind of already paid for me. So as I was like being raised and shit,
I don't know why that is funny to me.
It was, man.
It's a thing, bro.
He said I've been had
honest with you, man. I'm
Yeah.
just being honest.
Nah,
like
that's
my
a
dad,
fact.
still to this day, you know what I'm saying? Like my dad, like 56, something like that. But Kappa, smooth.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying how smooth he is, bro. He bought, you know how Kappa's got the burgundy and stuff, right?
Right.
All right, so he bought a brand new Jeep. It's burgundy, and you know the little tire where you take it off to put the air in?
tire. Yeah.
This man got burgundy little tire caps on his shit, matching his paint color, matching the you see what I'm saying?
Putting the whole on.
That type, just little dumb shit. Like who the f is finna look at your tire?
Hey
bro?
man, it's a thing. It's a
All in
thing.
the sauce.
It's a thing,
bro.
You don't know nothing about this.
Oh God.
It's that old.
Oh God. I got
Old heads always do that. You don't know nothing about this.
I got Bro, I got an old roommate. Funny story. In LA, his brother is like Pips as well, but I'm talking about California pink furs.
Right.
And his brother, like, it's like he had brothers that are like old school pimps. Yeah. And I'm talking about like in LA, just imagine the pink fur like minks and like pink fur.
Oh yeah.
Like
They
still to this day, bro.
That's crazy.
So I get it. It's a thing, bro. They're not giving it up.
You gotta be though.
So
You have to.
So what makes you want to like take this serious? Because people are saying like, you know, music's getting oversaturated because it's so like tangible. Like, what makes you want to still pursue this?
Man, like I said, because it when it comes from like inside of you, like you're the only person who can stop it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I feel like a lot of artists not necessarily sound the same, but like just sound the same.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what it is.
So it's like I definitely like that. I feel like I don't necessarily, my voice doesn't really sound like anyone. I was talking to one of my homegirls the other day, and then I let her hear one of my new songs, and she was like, "This ain't you." I was like, "What the f you mean it's not me? Of course it's me." And then she was like, "Nah, you sound like this sounds like," and then she couldn't think of anybody. She was like, "Damn, I can't really think of anybody." I was like, "That's probably the best thing I heard all day."
That's
And
good.
That's my shit. When
that's
we do,
the goal.
When we do music reviews, I always do that. I be like, you know, you sound like this person.
Yeah.
I can always pinpoint it to sound like someone, and he hates that shit. But it's like, if I can say you sound like this person, that means like I've heard this before.
Exactly.
This style type shit.
What was his name? Ruben, that worked on Jay-Z's album.
Rick Rubin.
He was like, if it sounds like it belongs on somebody else's album, don't put it on yours. You know what I mean?
That's hard.
Yeah.
So like I kind of that's
That's fine. So you got I wanna, because we getting back in our live music review bag.
Okay.
You got something on your phone you want to put on the Bluetooth right now?
My phone was dead.
Oh.
What song you want me to play on Apple Music? Tell me a song
Title.
on Apple Music.
A lot of me music videos just came out.
Lie to Me? Lie to Me, yeah.
Quinn. You got Lie to Me. Oh yeah, Quinn. Of course, Quinn got Lie to Me. He did it.
I got a question. What would be your preferred DSP if you was to promote? If you was to only be able to exclusively promote one DSP, what would you do? Like choose?
Oh.
And why?
Okay. Also, man, play like The Shot or Where I'm From. Actually, Lie to Me. We gonna be crying in it.
Okay. I got you.
I mean, I go with symphonic, me personally, but that's just because I like how they deal with their artists and they also help market.
Hold on, I've never heard of that.
It's a very small boutique DSP, and they're really
Did you hear
good.
that? Have you ever heard of that? Symphonic
Distribution, yeah, that's who I use. I really with them.
I never heard of it.
Like they their artists. artists very hard.
Is that like the is that the DSP? Like,
yeah, that's the DSP. They distribute.
Like you don't put it on Apple Music or Tidal or nothing.
Well, they
that ain't you.
No.
Big fat white boy.
Yeah, they put it on everything for you.
That's
so like kind of like TuneCore.
Yeah.
Type.
No, I'm saying DSP as far as like Spotify,
Apple.
YouTube Music, Apple Music, Tidal.
Yeah,
like what's your favorite one of those? Like, like would you say get my music on Apple, Spotify?
Definitely Apple number one, and I like Spotify also because they also do like a lot of stuff with their artists.
Got you.
Tidal
heavy. I say Tidal.
Tidal's nice.
I say Tidal always, and I'll be promoting this as much as I can because they pay the most out in the royalty rate. It's still significantly small, of course, but it's the highest. It is so like that's where I've learned to find. That's where I've found as a DJ a lot of independent artists.
Yeah.
Just randomly, in their curated playlists. I feel like.
All right, so we're going to listen to this song right here. It's called Lie to Me. He says it's going to make us cry. I ain't going to lie. When you said, like, it doesn't sound like, you know, like someone, I didn't hear anyone else that it sounded like. Not going to lie.
It's not. And that's the thing about it, man. It's like a muscle, right? You use it. Some days it may go out on you. Some days it may get bigger on you. You know what I'm saying? And it's sort of like when you have your own sound, some people may like it. Mm-hmm. Some people may love it. Some people may not like it. And some people may really dislike it. Yeah. So you got to just be ready for everything.
And that's something you can't control.
You can't control
what I like to tell people is you can't focus on the things you can't control.
That's life.
Yeah, exactly. That's a whole life, John. Like
life in itself.
Yeah.
You can't control anything.
Because like if they don't fuck with it, but it's like, it came from somewhere because people will be able to relate. Not everybody's going to be able to relate to that. That's why there's different genres of music. There's different styles.
Exactly.
So it's like, I honestly like that, like, that's in the video. It's like you put, like, you know, people just make a video and they behind a garage and shit.
Yeah.
Like you actually.
It's just them in a chair.
Yeah. Like you're actually like.
Who directed it?
It was like a movie.
3 a.m. Media here.
He's fire. You know about him?
No.
The white dude? Yo, he's fire.
Evan? Yeah, you got to tap it. Like I said,
he's like the best videographer out here.
Yeah,
I mean, I told you, I'm here to get put on. Yeah,
you got to, man. You got to go to Evan, man. If anybody needs any videographer stuff, you got to go.
Who came up with the? If you don't mind, like who came up with like the concept and everything? Did you do that?
The concept all came together. I was at Low Key Quinn's studio, right? And I walked in. I said, "Yo, man, I got this story I gotta get off my chest." He said, "Man, I got some beats." I said, "Let's work."
And that's him right there.
This Quinn right there,
Low Key Quinn behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? Shout out.
And so Quinn listed these beats, man. He probably played like 20 of them, and it was literally the last one he played. And it was like, "Yep, that's it."
Wow,
that's it, and it just fit perfectly on there. So then we did it, and there's a drum solo at the end. That was Quinn too.
Like he played the drums live
in there. Like I stepped out, I came back in, drums were in there.
That's a Nate. You need to work with Nate. Y'all two cook something. So I was in the studio with Nate, and bro, we was in there, and out of nowhere he pulls a guitar out and starts
playing.
Well, you don't got producers like that no more.
You don't.
They just pick the loops off a splice and. But my man's pulled out the drums, start going crazy,
and start playing it, man.
That's hard.
Like you got to really know how to play like an instrument. Like I played alto sax.
Same.
In high school, yeah. I was only like third chair though. I wasn't that great.
Oh, that's good though.
What does that mean?
Third chair.
We only had 5.
Oh, okay. I got you. At least you're in the middle.
Yeah,
I got you.
Right.
I got
the middle child.
Yeah,
that's funny. Yeah, he told me he was a band geek, and I really don't. I played the trombone because my homie said there was bitches in the music joint, and I was like, "Man, I'm in there," and I'm like,
"Not Nebraska,
bro. I'm about to pass out, bro. I am not Nebraska.
That thing's big,
bro. I'm like, bro, I can't do. I got asthma, man. I can't
do trombone, man. No, dog. Sax already killing me.
Yeah. Oh, God.
You gotta hold it up with your thumb. And
Yep.
So where you're at right now in your career, would you say you satisfied with what you've done already?
Man, like nah. I don't think I'll ever be satisfied though. Like I feel like that even with when I'm making music. Like there's not one song that I've done that's like 100% finished in my head.
Yeah,
I don't think it ever will be. You know what I'm saying?
So how is there something that like in your career that's like you're like, okay, let me reevaluate myself and transition into this new version of me. Did you ever have that, like, what's that called? Come out your cocoon type shit?
Yeah.
Like an epiphany or?
Yeah, like epiphany. Like when
I have. But the epiphany, I had an epiphany. I had a couple epiphanies.
He said, that laugh, bro.
I want to know about that.
Yeah, now I'm like, hold on, we gotta start digging.
Man, shoot. So, man, like, all right. So, like, my freshman year in college, right? I was probably like 18, but I linked in with the guy who had, because I went to a small college, small city. It was only like 2 bars there, right? I linked in with the guy, and luckily he was able to, I ain't going to say who he is. I ain't going to say college because I don't want him to get in trouble. But he would basically give me the keys to the bar and be like, bro, listen, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to sell alcohol to people 21 or older. You can charge on the door. You keep the door. I keep the alcohol.
That's fine.
But I was just like in there and just doing all these, just like I said, bro, I was also just like kind of lit outside of music. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
like you're already like a likable person type.
Yeah, well, I was in everything. I was in SGA, freshman forum. I started in Honor Society. Like I did.
So you was active.
Yeah.
So you would say school played a big part in your musical success.
That's where I had my first epiphany.
Because I went to MTSU in the RIM program, and and I'm sorry, but I'm an advocate that school does play a big part in the real success. I feel like to get to that level, and I use Megan Thee Stallion. When I heard her talk about the Recording Academy, that's when it kind of locked in for me, and I'm like, okay, this really does play a role. Then even locally with other artists that I've seen that have connected and used these actual, like, we were in school and it was not so much of like the outside street grind and street cred.
Like, it's great networking.
There, you have a better, I feel like a better overall package and more.
And it's like literally like if you're an artist, right, and you don't go to school, you literally are growing your fan base from just yourself. Like when you're in school, like you like have a fan base. Like, you like put inside of a fan base.
People, you
just got to reach out to them.
So they're right there.
Yeah, so like if they seeing me at the club, you also seeing me at your SGA meeting. You also seeing me over here.
See me in class, see me on campus. You see me at the kickbacks.
See me at the kickback.
You see me at the like the bar. They would not do my event.
You come to the studio, I'm there. You come to the plug house.
So then when you host your own stuff,
like, I'm everywhere.
I'm everywhere, cuz.
Literally.
And so it's like So when I threw my first show, I didn't realize how big it was gonna be. And when I threw my first show, like I just, like I said, I'm at the Plugs house, so the football team there.
Literally.
Football team there, cheerleading squad there, cheerleading squad there, basketball team there, everybody there.
It's literally that out of the trunk and touching the people, and that's why I tell them all the time, really, to get at these shows. Like, artists are still trying to use social media, but it's like at a time where I'm pretty sure at that time social media was still big, but you're organically growing them by being physical.
So, like people, I mean, I feel like, and that brings up like a big thing. I feel like social media is like a representation of something. It's not really a life of its own. It's a representation of life.
It's not a living network. It's not as much as people think it is.
Like I say, it's just a highlight reel.
It's just a highlight reel. You know what I'm saying?
And people,
wow.
Oh God, them that came in one got a creepy.
They told me they blind. And they just be running into. They
blind, bro.
You don't even know what they doing.
They blind. You just out here. You pissed off. He's pissed off.
Oh God.
Oh my God, man.
So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, man. It's super cool. Like, man, I honestly with social media, like what's talking about, bro. I feel like back in the day, bro. Like this was your social media.
Right. Yeah.
You feel me? Yeah. Your profile was this. This is your profile face.
That's what they built it from.
If you was a funny, you was a funny. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying?
And this sounds so bad, and this is gonna sound kind of jaded, but in a sense, if you watch like Social Network, that was built by people who weren't the awkward people who didn't know how to be physical. So social media was really made for the introverts, not for the people who are accessing. And then you switched up. Bro, does that make sense?
That makes so much sense. And I want to point out something too, bro. Like, do you remember when social media first came out? It was MySpace Friends. It was Facebook Friends because it was all about networking with people you already knew. Now it's just followers because now they want you to build a cult following and now they want you to be engaged with everybody. It's not so much about networking with people you know anymore. It's about the complete opposite, networking with people you don't know.
Exactly.
And they turn into a marketing ploy. So in which case, but see, the average person doesn't realize that. So when they see these things, it makes them depressed because they're like, oh man, I don't have that. I haven't been to Cabo by the time I turned 19 yet. Like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? That's it's like, come on, bro.
People look at that and like base their life off of it.
Yeah,
like,
base their life off of it.
If you're a rapper and you look at like, we came from the same hood, he's doing this, it's like, People get upset about
that. You get upset. But no, seriously. That's like I said. Dobie literally died.
You can invert. Like there's artists that might have all these views that could also be authentic views, but those are views in other countries, and like then you do a show in your own city and you can't even get 20, 30 tickets, nobody. And that's not even just the independent. That's all throughout the thing. So it's still like I like to hear stories where people go out and it's like that's because shows are it. That's where you get paid. That's like, where you get artists. That's where you get.
I mean, shoot, you actually get paid through human interaction. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like you can get paid through streaming. Like that's great and everything, but like. That's not where you're going to get your real money from. You're going to get your money from your fans.
One of the favorite quotes I've heard lately is people might not even like your music, but if they like you, they'll still support you.
Yeah. People nowadays really, like, they find out about you first, really, before they even like your music. Like, you know what I'm saying?
With like this, like these, what I'm noticing is podcasts are going to another level because people want to, know people now instead of just the 2 minutes of the song type shit. And when they like you, they're like, oh, I already, like,
they love your music.
Artists off of the interviews.
Yeah.
So it's like, I ain't put the song before, but now this shit is hard.
Now this shit is hard, right? It's a completely different thing.
Right. Exactly.
Like, y'all remember, what was the artist from way back in the day, bro? He sucked. It was
Lil B?
Lil B, yeah. Everybody knows. But he's a marketing genius, but he knows that.
Yeah. And, like, people just liking him. Like, bro, you know what? I like you as a person, bro.
Literally,
right,
bro.
so it's like, yo, this shit hard. Even though it's like, this is hard.
It is hard, bro. So we're gonna ride. But like so now, funny. I would never catch myself playing that stuff.
No, but with Trey, he's actually a good rapper. But that's he was like the first troll. It's like he was
he was a troll.
Like,
World Star Hip Hop days.
But it's like they like me. I mean, I'm all the parts I'm lit as in. It was I'm in the Bay
for sure.
San Francisco, like you know what I'm saying. Oakland, like
speaking of the Bay, how y'all feel about that?
What
the Kendrick?
Yeah,
Kendrick. Oh. Listen, the thing that I'm gonna say is, Drake doesn't have a Canadian anthem. So it's like
it's true.
Kendrick made an anthem for his city, for his his culture.
It's true.
Drake can't do that.
It's true.
So game is over with
we
that.
all dancing to Drake demise.
Game is over with that.
and I want to be like, yes, this is exactly, you're right. But I gotta be real. It's because LA has so much history to bounce off, and they have so much culture ingrained in time. Like Drake is the first thing out of Toronto, so Drake is essentially building the building blocks of Toronto culture.
That's what I'm saying. He ain't got no culture to build off of. Like
he's building it.
He's took American culture.
And
it's not Canadian.
No. But if you no.
Like he done started some.
No. Yeah, you did. Because if you go to Toronto, Toronto has its own thing built off of like Drake that he takes from Toronto and brings out here, such as like certain slang. Tory Lanez did it too.
Yeah,
The Weeknd did it. Toronto had its own thing. It's not as much as, I mean, obviously the West Coast, like Nashville has its own thing, but the history is more country music. We will be the building blocks of essentially Nashville hip hop that later down the line, they'll be like, oh, that sounds like a Nashville anthem. Like a Nashville anthem right now, what were you going to say? Starlito and maybe Young Buck, but that's not even a Nashville sound.
Starlito, Young Buck. I mean,
you know what I mean?
You got a lot of artists coming out that are emerging out of Nashville.
Yeah,
right now.
And we will be building, hopefully, like, I don't even know if it'll be a Nashville sound because there's so many sounds.
It's because there's so many people that's not from here that's here.
Yeah,
it will never have its own sound.
Bro, and that's the thing, bro. I think about that shit every day I ride through this city, bro. I'm like, damn, okay, because I'm from the Gump, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't even have 2-story buildings out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing. So it's like that hunger. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody
like you wake up with that shit, like you feel me?
Yep.
And so like I was thinking, I'm like, man, how was somebody raised in this city? Born and raised. And you still just...
It just started, because it's really just started happening. It just started melting. It just started...
Yeah, there was a lot of
resources are just now getting here.
Like they gentrified, though, from what I've heard, they gentrified this whole...
Like, when I was in college, I was just here with, not even when I say about 10 years ago, it'll be about 10 years next year. And a lot of this stuff wasn't here, but that's that California money. Like that's really what it is. So essentially, it's that influence and that culture being able to set up and having those resources to be able to get that hit. That's why Drake's not going to have like the anthem, because there's what will be a Toronto anthem? What they going to talk about? Nothing. We don't know. We don't know yet. We haven't studied enough about it.
What do they even do?
I don't
Free
know
healthcare?
If I was him, I would just act like it didn't happen.
That's what he's doing. He's just going out of business.
Yeah, just go about it.
It's like now everybody looking at you like a creep. Like it's over. It's not over, but like he's still Drake.
It kind of is.
But
Diddy
like,
lit up the week.
Yeah, Diddy.
So it's over with.
It's a lot going on.
But that man gotta go.
They waited till the beef was over with.
That was tough. When I saw that video, bro, It's because it was just so crazy. Because when all this stuff he was getting sued. He was like, y'all talking down on my name. I didn't do this stuff. Like, R. Kelly, this ain't me, man.
Bro, and that's why I told this.
That's you,
why is he apologizing now?
Right. Right.
Why is he apologizing now? Like, you said it wasn't you.
You said it wasn't you.
You had the time to take ownership of it. But now it's like, come on, son, don't apologize now.
You shouldn't have said anything.
That's like when I cheat on my bitch. You like you only apologize because you got caught.
Right. I mean, at least you said something. Because if you don't apologize,
it's a
lose-lose.
It's a lose-lose, brother. It's a lose-lose.
It was a lose-lose when the action happened.
He's already down the drain, bro.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So it's like all you can do is apologize whether you're meant it or not.
And that's when we started talking about the pimp. I was like, well, he's also doing sex trafficking. He was like, well, that's regular. We selling all day.
Y'all forgot about Snoop Dogg. Y'all forgot about Snoop. Like forgot. But
Snoop went on there with Martha Stewart. People just forgot about all that, the murder case, all that.
So,
Girls Gone Wild.
Since you've been out in Nashville, like, what is your have you immersed yourself enough to where like you're doing shows out here and you're building a fan base out here?
Yeah, definitely building a fan base out here. I haven't done a show in Nashville yet, just because it's sort of like I like working with the people here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm more of a recording artist than a performing artist.
Gotcha.
So I love just meeting new artists, meeting new songwriters, and that's what I'm really good at, is songwriting.
Dope.
So like I've been in the studio with a couple people. I've been in the studio with Carrie Underwood, songwriter.
Dope.
So I would definitely say that the coolest person I've probably ever met in like life, probably Smokey Robinson.
Smokey Robinson? Yeah, like you were writing with him?
I wasn't writing with him. I met him.
Okay.
He came into a writing session. He didn't do
that's
anything.
fine.
He just kind of sat there. But he was really cool. He just so happened to be here. They were taping a show of CMT Crossroads. He was on it.
Yeah.
The GrammyU thing. And we just so
happened
to have to be there.
You about to make me have to get back in, bro. I'm actually going to go home and tap back in and look at my status. My bad.
You know what I'm saying? Because once you go through GrammyU, you go up to like an associate and voting member. Mm-hmm. So
to be able to vote for the Grammy shit?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hard. Yeah. So is that something like that you're looking to do professionally? Is like songwriting mainly? Like you got any sync licensing deals that you do? Or?
Well, right now I'm just with BMI, but I do love actually with a couple of things. So with Symphonic Distribution, I was telling you earlier, they have like this deal with Merlin, which is sort of like the union for songwriters. And so we have a lot of songwriting events. Actually, they just threw a songwriting event for the American Artists Association or something like that.
Okay.
But I just try to go to those events, man.
The corporate events, and that's what a lot of Nashville, things that Nashville have, and that's what a lot of cities and independent cities and local smaller cities are missing is those type of events. Even if it's not hip hop based, that's how they see you. It's like a lot of, like, we were just talking to an artist yesterday. He was like, man, I was one of the only out of 3 hip hop artists that was here. It was like some corporate event, and I was like, yeah man,
but that's the way it's, I mean, honestly, amazing though. Like in an area like that, that's where we thrive.
And you don't feel out of place. Like, it's not that like they like reject you when you get there. Like,
I mean, I do feel out of place, but like
not because
I thrive in that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I thrive in being in that spotlight.
Is it because you're one of a few, or is it because like
one of
you have something to prove to them? Like, do they show love when you're there?
Yeah, no. Yeah. They show hella love, man. But they can obviously tell that, like, you know, because I mean, just going back to not only hip hop, but like right now in the certain stage music is in, like hip hop is in everything. It's in country, it's in R&B, it's in pop. Hip hop is literally inseminated into everything. So it's like when you go to these like little gatherings or whatever, like you're hanging out with these people, they may be writing country or whatever, but I can sit down with you and write an R&B song that you literally just got to change beats on it, and it's a country song now.
Wow.
So it's like hanging out with them is really cool. And we also, as a hip hop artist in an area like that, we provide something that they can't give themselves.
Exactly.
Right? Like the culture.
Yeah,
and you have to be a representation of hip hop that they might not ever have access or go out and see.
Exactly.
So you got to be seen, you got to be seen.
Yeah.
That's hard. So getting to my last question, because of my last questions here. I know we talked about the video of Lie to Me.
Yeah.
What made you want to write about that song? I know you mentioned the beat, but what made you bring those lyrics? Is that something you like dealt with for real?
Yeah, hell yeah. Every song that I do is something that I've like actually word for word have dealt with.
That's fine.
Like I was literally like in the music video at the very beginning in the first clip, I was crying because what had happened like was through a process of me breaking up with this girl, and like you know how like when so you dating a shawty, y'all break up, you still go a couple of times after y'all break up.
Right. I didn't get that privilege, but yes.
But you know what I'm saying, bro? Like most likely.
I know what you're saying. Yes, for sure.
We gonna go ahead and do this a couple more times. But like there's going to be a stopping point.
And that hits.
And that hits.
Like, damn,
and the stopping day was like right before I shot the music video. Song was already done, had already been mastered by Colin. Colin, amazing mastering artist. And it's like right then, so I was just like, man.
So that first scene was your raw that was you really feeling that.
Yeah, I was actually crying, like just singing.
That's hard.
Yeah, and then Evan was like, "Bro, are you crying?" And I was like, "Yeah, man."
He said, "Yeah, man, and let it out."
Shit sucks, bro.
Yeah, he was like, "Let me get a close up."
This is actually perfect.
Right.
Nah,
this is actually perfect. I need more depression.
Right. What can we do to make you more depressed? Nah, that's crazy. So
you start telling lies.
Right.
Remember the time she did this? Like, damn, dude, I'm trying.
But no, the chorus goes, like she only tells me lies because she's trying to save my soul. And what I mean by that is, like, I grew up, I got 2 older sisters. I'm the only boy. I'm the youngest.
okay.
And so I feel like with women, they have an image in their head that they have to uphold. With men, we have that image, but we don't feel like we have to uphold it. You know what I'm saying? Like, like you'll get fly. You know what I'm saying? You'll get straight, but you'll also go to Walmart and
don't give.
You know what I'm saying? And you actually don't give a
Right.
Like, I don't feel like women have that leisure, and I feel like they, but which is also like a big thing though. Like we society puts that on them. You know what I'm saying? So it's not their fault.
To have to be beautiful, to have to
be beautiful,
attractive.
Right. They have to be perfect. We don't have to be perfect. And like, so I feel like that causes this sort of like mentality where they feel like sometimes they may have to bend the truth or fabricate the truth to be able to live or that image that they need to. So I feel like sometimes when a shawty lies, she's just doing it really to save my emotions, because she knows like, hey, if I were to tell you like the real deal of what I'm like, how I am, it may break your heart, sweetie. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
they're assassins.
Yeah, girls are
silent assassins.
Girls, you would never know.
Very
too.
smart.
Yeah,
very smart.
And I have a daughter. She's 3 years old right now, and I'm seeing how women are naturally.
Yeah.
And it's like, you act just like every girl I know.
Yeah.
Like it's just
very
early
in them.
Yeah.
I just had that conversation with you.
That's crazy. And it's literally like that's why there's I ain't even gonna say that.
My boy Low Key Quinn just had a baby girl. She's 8 days old.
8 days. Oh man, you was about 9 months ago. That's lit.
Congratulations, bro.
Congratulations.
That's his way of saying congratulations. I guess.
Yeah. All right, but nah, man. Lie to Me is out right now. Video's out. What's the other song we didn't get to play?
We got a lot on. You got The Shot. You got Where I'm From, man. I just dropped a little snippet on my Instagram that did pretty well. Actually, I got a song with a very big Memphis artist.
Memphis. Let's think about who's in Memphis. Glorilla, Gotti.
Even if I couldn't tell you.
Boogie. Oh, you can say it. Okay.
I can't say it.
Oh, you can't.
Nah, I can't tell you.
Okay, so we gonna guess. So Boogie.
Gloss up.
Nah, he's like he's
it's a he.
He's an OG.
Okay, so it's Gotti. All right, so bet. So he did not confirm or deny, but
Project Pat.
That may be it. Project Pat.
I said I can't say. I can't.
Hold.
I can't. I can't
say it. You're back.
I can't tell you.
It's okay. We ain't gonna keep going. But I think we said one of them. Not gonna lie. So we can't say
We'll
it.
figure it out.
We legally might get in trouble.
Wait and see. We'll wait and see.
So we gonna be on it. But if you could let the people know, if they don't know by now, man, let them know where to follow you, where they can find you, listen to you all that.
You can follow me on IG as Sorry Bradley, and you can in the future find me on Cruz Control Radio.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You know what time it is. And these are exclusive interviews now. So you on the exclusive interviews.
Exclusive.
So, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all subscribe to the motherfucking
YouTube.
YouTube.
You know what I'm saying? Hit us up on cruisecontrolradio.com.
Subscribe there.
You know, we hit us up on Rumble at Cruise Control Radio.
You know what I'm
Song
saying?
reviews. And OnlyFans. We're doing exclusive content.
That'll be coming in a minute.
It's gonna be
No pun intended.
nude interviews.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm
Hey.
saying? And no
New
shame in my
interviews
game,
at CK.
player. Like I said, I'm from Montgomery, okay? All right, you know what I'm saying? We from the country.
Make sure we got the exclusive Bradley OnlyFans content. Dig out, everything's
Know what I'm
happening.
saying?
So make sure y'all tune in, ladies.
Forehead.
Forehead. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Cruise Control Radio. Shout out my guy Virtues in the back, killing it, doing his thing, man. Swayze the Kid. We doing a new co-host. And listen, we at home helping our music evolve. Make sure y'all sign up today at, what is it? homeformusic.org. Use coupon Cruz for $25 off. Let's go.